Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, CABE members. My name is Joshua Howdige, and I'm the Administrative Systems Membership Relationship Manager at CABE. We're excited to see you for today's membership exclusive webinar, Engaging Students Online Through Their Rich Cultural Musical Heritages. Now, please make sure your mic is muted, your volume is up during this presentation. If you haven't already, please rename yourself in the Zoom, and you can add your chapter name as well. Now, please allow me to introduce to you our CABE CEO, Jan Gustafson Correa.
Hi, Josh, and thank you so very much. And hi, everybody. Oh, it is so great to see you all coming in and be together as our CABE membership community. Thank you so much. Bienvenidos a todos. Boy, what a treat we have for you today. Really a time to connect together as a CABE familia, but to connect them with our great friends and colleagues and people we admire, Stanley and Yolanda Lucero, who are going to be leading us in a session on engaging students online through their rich cultural musical heritages. You know, isn't that just beautiful as we think about what we've gone through this last year with COVID and our distance learning and now getting ready for hybrid and going back into in person. It's so important that we connect to who we are and where we come from. It's so important that we are remembering who our students are, what their histories are, what their experiences are. And as we transition, to make sure that we look at how we're self-caring and how we're bringing in music and the arts and how we're welcoming and building our community. And really that's what today is all about, is building our community together as well. So I'm just so grateful to be here with you all today. I want to thank Joshua Howdige, Evelyn Briseño, Aida Madison, who are kind of behind the scenes with us today. We're all working together to just make this a wonderful event. As you're getting ready for today, I want to ask you if you would just in the chat box, you might want to, your name shows up, but you can say where you're zooming in from, so we know where our CABE familia is coming in from. And as you're doing that, I want to just remind you that since we're in the meeting mode of Zoom, as Joshua mentioned, having yourself on mute will be important. So we're not interrupting Stanley and Yolanda. But one thing I learned not too long ago is in that top right-hand corner where it says view, you can get a lot of different views. You can view the person that's presenting, you can view a gallery, you can view things side by side or different directions. So please make sure you find the view that works best for you. And remember, you can adjust to make the screen bigger or smaller, the faces bigger or smaller as well too. So before I get to introduce Stanley and Yolanda, I just want to just say welcome to those who are coming in from Monterey, the Peninsula, from Anaheim, from San Francisco, from Chula Vista, San Diego, Santa Maria. I'm calling in from Riverside. I know we have colleagues from Pomona, from the Ontario area. And so we're here, Stanley, Yolanda, we know that you are with us in Madera and the Fresno area. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to both of you and to introduce to our CABE familia, our great friends that we've had part of CABE for many, many, many years, wonderful years together. I introduce to you Yolanda and Stanley Lucero. Take it away, friends.
Hola, bienvenidos. We are so happy that you took a few minutes off your busy day to join us today for this particular topic, music. It's such a rich blessing in our classrooms and in our homes. There's nothing that isn't connected in one way or another to that rich cultural heritage that we have, but through music.
During this time of COVID, I had to try to come up with ways that I could get music back into the classrooms, back to the children, back to the parents. So I took a couple of directions. I started recording some of the children's songs and putting them on YouTube. Then I started redoing my webpage, and I started putting a couple of the songs on there with ideas for the teachers. And then also I went to another direction because I've been working with marimba bands, 5 different ones, junior high, elementary, high school, and even community groups, and the work I've been doing with them. So I want to kind of show you what I've been doing. You're going to have a link to this handout. I want to go to page 2, the one that says videos on
the webpage. Yeah.
I think you can see.
Here's it,
Okay.
right there.
I think there's 17 videos on there right now. They're anywhere from 2 to 6 minutes long. We're going to kind of show you a little bit of each of them. I'm not going to play them because we're going to play live. But what I did on the videos is, first of all, I talked about the song. I talked what I knew about where I learned it, what I knew about the song. I also showed the chords on the guitar or the jarana or ukulele, whatever was playing. Because I know that sometimes teachers and students are signing in, they want to play along. And then I actually went into the song. And can you go to the next page? The one that says videos on my webpage. Next page on the handout.
Mientras que Joshua está pasando a esa página, nomás quiero decirles un poquito en español tocante al volante que van a tener disponible en el link, ¿ok? Ahí van a encontrar muchos de los videos que ya tenemos marcados en el internet para el recurso de ustedes, ¿verdad? Para que se usen en el salón, en el hogar o donde ustedes anden, ¿verdad? Para compartir con otros colegas. Y aquí sigue Stanley.
Okay, on this page, videos on our webpage, what I'm starting to do is take the videos that I did on YouTube, and I'm putting a link to the video, the words to the songs, some ideas, things that other teachers have been doing. And can you go to the next page, the one that has the picture of the marimba band on the webpage, on the handout? Yeah.
There it is.
This is a picture of my 1981 Mount Whitney High School marimba band. I also worked with Madera Junior High marimba band and the Madera High School marimba band. I worked with the Ballet Folklorico marimba band. I worked with a community group that met here at the house called Madera Marimba Band. And if you go down, can you scroll down just a little bit on that page? These are some of the songs that I taught the students. Again, we're talking junior high and high school. Anywhere from Totonilco, Porjas, Cerro de la Silla, which is Xotis, Cors de Colore, La Llorona from Oaxaca, María Isabel, La Cumbia from Spain, Un Rinconcito en el Cielo from Ramon Ayala, Texas. So it's a big range. And I found that many of the students didn't realize that there were so many styles of music in Spanish and that there were so many different instruments. So what I want to do now is jump over to the very first one. I put together a PowerPoint for De Colores. And this PowerPoint is just a sample of what teachers could do or what the students, especially the upper grades, junior high, high school could do for songs. This particular PowerPoint is kind of a background information about De Colores, where it came from, what kinds of groups use it, who some of the people have recorded it. I'm going to let Yolanda talk just a little bit because I'm doing all this in English.
Queremos también compartir con ustedes este PowerPoint que se preparó con un poco de historia tocante a la canción de Colores. Nos vamos a enfocar en 3 canciones ahora. La primera va a ser de Colores. De enseguida vamos a seguir con El Coyote, otra canción muy tradicional y muy bonita y que tiene muchos modos de usarse en el salón. Y también vamos a seguir con Pajarito Canta Tú, que también es muy popular entre los niños. Pero este recurso en particular que estamos viendo aquí de Colores es para darles a ustedes como educadores, como padres que son los primeros educadores, recursos para saber de dónde vino esta canción, qué es la historia, qué es el legado que tenemos cuando compartimos esta canción con nuestros alumnos, nuestros hijos o nuestros colegas, ¿verdad? Tiene la historia de cómo se desarrolló, quiénes son las personas que lo hicieron popular.
Okay, can you go down the next page? I'm going to have Josh go through these just real fast. This page basically says that there's two ideas of where De Colores came from. Some people say it's a traditional Mexican song. Other people say it's a song that came from Spain. I think the truth is somewhere in between. Wikipedia says in here that they think it came in the 16th century with the conquistadores. If you'll notice right under the quotes, I also put the link to where I found the information. So you can go there and look more in depth. Go to the next page. This is the first verse of De Colores. And I put on one place it says De Colores se visten los pajaritos, but other verses say se visten son los pajarillos. And go to the next verse, the second verse. You see the same thing on pollitos. Some versions say pollitos, some say polluelos. So there's where Mexican versus Spanish may be coming in. Go to the next page. I know that this song was sung by the Guadalupanas for many years, and Guadalupanas was formed in 1810. Then it was sung by the Corsillistas from Mallorca Island in Spain about 1940. Then it was used by the UFW, Farm Workers Campesino Union, and they started using it at least in 1965, if not earlier. Go to the next page. Okay, here's a little bit of information about the Sociedad Guadalupana, and there's a link there to the, what do we call it in English? The bylaws. Okay, the next page. This talks a little bit about Mallorca Island in Spain. And the next page. The Huelguistas, and this is this comes from a PDF document on the songs sung by the farm workers. Go to the next page. Okay, I first recorded this song in 1973. I actually turned it in as a project for my master's degree, and then I made a cassette at home. Go to the next page. Joan Baez recorded this in 1974, and I always wondered, why did she do that? I finally found out. Her father was from Mexico. He was a physicist that moved to New York City. Okay, the next page. This is my favorite recording of De Colores out of all the ones I've heard, and I've listened to about 30 or 40 of them. There's a link there so you can listen to De Colores by Little Joy La Familia. Go to the next page. And Jose Luis Orozco decided to do a book and a CD called De Colores. Okay, so that's the end of this. So let's go.
Let me have it.
Okay, go ahead.
Nomás quiero recordarles que este recurso está ahí para ustedes. Son enlaces que se pueden encontrar en este volante que tenemos para ustedes. Otra cosa que es una maravilla y una bendición, ¿verdad? Que De Colores siempre ha sido una canción favorita de todo el mundo, ¿verdad? Habla del amor, habla de las esperanzas que tenemos, especialmente ahorita en este tiempo que hemos salido detrás de esa cortina de la pandemia. Necesitamos acordarnos, ¿verdad? La belleza. Pero como maestros y como padres en el salón o en el hogar, ustedes pueden animar a sus hijos, a sus amigos, a sus estudiantes de poner otros versos en esta canción. Hay como 15 versos de colores y todos son muy bonitos, pero ¿por qué no hacer un verso con sus alumnos, verdad? Para que ellos también puedan hacer parte de este legado tan bonito de esta canción tan querida, ¿verdad? Y tan tradicional. De Colores, como dice aquí, vino desde España en el 16th century, en la centena de, ¿cómo se dice 16 en español?
1500.
De repente se me olvida el español y en inglés, pero ustedes entienden, ¿verdad? Y pueden leer.
El siglo.
El siglo
XVI.
Del siglo XVI. O allí están estos recursos para ustedes, como maestros, como padres. Pueden ver estos enlaces y compartirlos y también disfrutar de estos. Pudieran tener toda una noche de bienvenida a sus padres en el salón solamente con esta canción y dándoles saber qué rica herencia tiene esta música, que es nuestra, ¿verdad? Que es parte de quienes somos nosotros. Vamos a seguir adelante.
Okay, can you go to my webpage, the song arrangements page? This page that Josh is going to is where I'm starting to put the music MP3 recordings of different songs that are done with, okay, you need to go, that's, okay, there we go. Can you just kind of scroll down real slowly so you can see some of the titles? I think there's about 20 different songs, boleros, polkas, tropicales, huapangos, shotis. And on each one of them, I've put what style of music it is, what chords you need to know. And there's a button there to push to play, to listen to the song. And what you listen to is a computer-generated MP3. I use a program called Finale, and I write in the notes of the song, and I put in the bass part, put in the guitar part, the accompaniment, and then I put in a melody. So can you play De Colores, just so you can get an example?
Y aquí les da una idea cómo pueden usar estos enlaces que tenemos en nuestro recurso, en nuestra página de web, en YouTube. Ustedes pueden usar estos para enseñar las canciones. Si son músicos, si tienen grupos de música en su escuela, también están todos las notas que pueden usar para cantar esas canciones con los niños. Pero este tipo de enlace es hermoso si ustedes quieren grabar a sus niños cantando. Pueden usar este como su propia orquesta, ¿verdad? Para que los niños canten con la música. Y hay muchos bonitos enlaces que están allí.
Okay, and for any teachers that have performing groups, if you like the sheet music for any of these songs, send me an email. Let me know what instruments you're dealing with, and I'll send you back arrangements. Okay, let's go ahead and sing De Colores now.
Ok, prepárense porque es tiempo de cantar. Sí. Yo voy a hacer algunos movimientos mientras que cantamos y si gustan pueden seguirme, ¿verdad? Muchos de ustedes que han venido a nuestras presentaciones quizás ya han visto cómo usamos este modo de incluir a los niños durante la canción. So, vamos a empezar poniendo las manitas así, ¿listos? Y nos vamos a mecer. ¿Listos?
De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera.
Y vamos a mecernos otra vez.
De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir.
Y por eso, ahí vamos.
Por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Y por eso los grandes amores
De muchos colores me gustan a mí.
y que se oiga.
Okay,
Canta el gallo.
Pajaritos.
No, canta el gallo, chicos.
Cante el gallo con el kirikiri, kirikiri.
Ahí viene la gallina. ¡Uy! ¡Uy!
La gallina con el cara, 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 cara.
Pollitos en el nido, mírenlos.
Los pollitos con el pío, 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 pío.
Por échale ganas, ahí vamos.
Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Para final, vamos a hacerlo más despacito. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Sí, señor. Sí se puede. Sí se pudo. saludo.
Okay.
Y parece que algunas personas tenían sus micrófonos abiertos. Felicidades, los oí. ¿Por qué? Como dice el Mandalorian, because that is the way.
Yeah.
It is the way.
¿Y qué instrumento es este? ¿Quién sabe? Este es instrumento de Veracruz, de Chiapas, Oaxaca.
¿Quién sabe? Pónganlo en el chat si saben. Premio. 1, 2, 3. Nadie sabe. Hay que educarlos.
¿Nadie?
Pues nadie salió.
Esa es una jarana.
Wait, ahí está Silvia. ¿Quién es? Shaira Sandel, through everyone. Bravo, un aplauso para
¿Qué
ella.
dijo que es?
Y también para Patricia. Bravo, una jarana.
Es la jarana segunda. ¿Ok? Y esta se toca la música huasteca.
¡Arriba! Bravo, bravo, la jarana. Le da un sabor diferente, ¿verdad? A la música.
Okay. Vamos a ver el coyote. El coyote on the webpage.
Mientras que Joshua abre la página para el coyote, esta también es una canción que se puede usar ya sea en ronda, ¿verdad? Con los niños formando un círculo alrededor de una persona, aunque se va a tomar el personaje de la gallinita, ¿verdad? Que va a estar dentro, protegida por las paredes de la hacienda, que vienen siendo todas las personas que están rodeando a la gallinita para protegerla. El coyote, siendo una persona, un animal que necesita comer, pues quiere entrar a la hacienda a comerse a la gallina, ¿verdad? Pero las personas que rodean a la gallinita están ahí para proteger a la gallinita, ¿verdad? Y no van a dejar que el coyote entre a robarse esa gallinita. This is also a circle game that you can do in your classroom with your students or even outside, you know, during your recess time. It's a great opportunity to put the children in, to have a program for the parents. So many wonderful applications for this particular song. And the coyotito is represented, there's a circle of folks that make a circle around the chicken, the hen, right? And the hen is being protected by the walls of the hacienda that'll be mentioned in the song. The lyrics to this are also on our webpage. También las palabras, pueden ver que todo esto está en nuestro enlace de YouTube, ¿verdad? Y allí pueden bajar otra información que se encuentra ahí también.
Josh, you can go down just a little bit more. See where it says body movements and it has an arrow there, triangle? Click on that triangle. And here's the descriptions of the body movements that Yolanda invented to go with the song. Then go down to the next one that says circle game and click on that button. And there's the simplified directions for how to play the game. Also, Josh, can you go up just a little bit to where the pictures are? Okay, if you click on a picture, you'll see a full screen. There you go.
Rendition.
Then you just press escape to go back.
One of our sons made those drawings when he was in middle school, and we're just so proud of him. He lives on our webpage, and he's 40 years old now, but when he was a kid, he loved to draw. He still does.
Okay, Josh, can you go up to the top again? Okay, right here is what will be the beginning of my my video of El Coyote. And I'm going to be saying the same things I just said, that it's a circle game, that the chords that you need to play are such and such. And about a minute into it, I actually start singing it. There's also a second video of El Coyote that we want to show you. And that's the Anna Leavenworth kindergarten students that did this at a parent night concert.
Yeah, parent night, right.
And
I want to say a little bit about Anne Leavenworth School. It was one of the first dual immersion schools, and it was recognized by CABE way back in the day. I was blessed and fortunate to be the first dual immersion teacher at that school. And we loved singing this song in my classroom. Other teachers would pass by and they'd say, "What are you singing? We want to sing." Y ya saben cómo son los maestros de metiches, right? So they all wanted to come and sing. And so we would rope them all in. And before we knew it, we had to go out into the playground because they didn't fit in our room anymore. But this is one of several kindergarten groups that got together to perform this little song, again with the hand motions, because we know that when children's hands are busy doing something productive, they're not busy doing something destructive. Ya conocemos a los niños, ¿verdad? So aquí está una presentación que hizo un grupo de niños de kinder de la escuela en Leavenworth, que fue una de las primeras escuelas dual en el distrito escolar de Fresno, donde yo fui afortunada de ser maestra. Y me encanta este video, aunque está un poco pañosito, ¿verdad? Porque pueden ver a niños de todas razas. Hay niños afroamericanos, cambodianos, niños Hmong, americanos de todos colores. Es como el arco iris de nuestra escuela. So you'll see that all of the children will be moving, and we're going to sing this song with you. But first, we want to have the children be featured. So get ready to listen to some beautiful singing.
Go ahead.
Flauta ahí,
Roots.
y luego el tambor. Okay, let's sing that song.
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you. Qué bonitos niños, ¿verdad? Estos niños que están en este video ya están en la universidad. Muchos de ellos ya tienen familias porque hace 11 años que me jubilé y estos fueron algunos de mis primeros grupos. So, estamos muy orgullosos de ellos. Vamos a cantar esta canción. Hola, parece que estoy viendo a mi amiga la doctora Rodríguez. Ani, hi Ani. Aida, hola, hola a todos. Vamos a empezar con las manos afuera, sí. Porque estamos haciendo una pregunta, ¿verdad?
Coyotito, ¿para dónde vas? A la hacienda de San Nicolás, a buscar gallinitas que tú no me das.
Llámele así.
Ven, yo te daré.
Y que chille.
Chía manteca, chía manteca, chía manteca, chía manteca. ¿Un tambor?
Tambor.
2, 3, 4, ahora la flauta. La, 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 la.
Coyotito, preparen sus manitas. Las manos de arriba.
¿Para dónde vas? A la hacienda de San Nicolás, a buscar gallinitas que tú no me das. Ven, yo te daré.
Y que chille la manteca.
Chía manteca, 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 chía manteca.
I love that song.
All right.
Mis niños decían, maestra, cante la de la chía manteca. Queremos oír la chía manteca.
Okay. What instrument is this? Put it in chat. Let's find out.
Annie, don't cheat.
And
You
I'll
know
get
all the
closer so
instruments.
that you can see it.
Qué bonitos ver tantas caras. Tenemos ahorita en nuestra audiencia 39 educadores, padres, amigos de la música. Bienvenidos y gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Bienvenidos a nuestro hogar, donde tenemos todas las fotos de nuestros hijos y nuestros parientes vistos para que todos puedan saludarlos a ustedes también.
Anybody come up with the name of that
A ver,
guitar?
¿qué fue la canción en el chat?
No,
No sé,
¿qué-
o
qué-
digo,
qué-
el
qué-
instrumento.
¿Qué instrumento es?
A ver, ¿quién supo? ¿Quién supo? Ajá.
Yo no sé si lo van a reconocer. Ese instrumento es de Canadá.
Oh, is that right? Well, don't
Yeah.
keep us in suspense. Dinos.
It's called the Godin Classical Electric Guitar.
para que sepan. Ahí va.
Bueno, vamos a la última canción. Pajarito canta tú. Josh, can you go to the webpage? Where it says videos and Pajarito canta tú. There. Okay. So again, this is going to be the video, and I'm going to show the chords, and I'm going to talk about what I know about the song. Okay, go down a little bit. Here are the words of the song, and keep going a little bit farther down. These are some pictures that were drawn by
This is so sad.
Jerry, by Nancy Marquez's son.
Yeah, Jerry Marquez.
Okay, and
Jerry,
then
yeah.
this is where I learned the song from Roberto Mondragon and Roberto Espinosa. He learned the song in Redwood City from Bilingual Aids. And then go ahead and go down.
Do you remember where you learned the song? Something to ask children and families when you get together at meetings.
Yeah. Okay, and there it says, what does it say?
Body
there?
movements.
Body movements. And so if you click there, it kind of describe what Yolanda's going to do. And then go to the other one that says pictures. Here it just says get pictures of birds, actual pictures that are doing the different movements that are in the song. And then on the tag board, write the name baila, vuela, canta.
These are
And-
AR verbs.
And that way you can have it there.
So-
And okay, yeah, go ahead.
Otra
Okay.
cosa que me gusta mucho con esta canción de Pajarito Canta Tú, que es una favorita de los niños de preescolar y de kinder, y hasta los niños chiquitos que están todavía en la casa cuando oyen a sus hermanitos cantar esta canción, ellos también quieren ser parte. Pero vamos a estar hablando de los verbos en esto, si quieren saber de la gramática, cómo pueden aplicar ustedes que son maestros en el salón y padres también, que van a ser verbos que se van a utilizar, brinca, canta, chifla, todos esos verbos son muy bonitos para usarlos. Pueden poner en cartelones, ¿verdad? Para que los niños los levanten y cada niño puede escoger qué verbo quiere usar para que los niños canten con esta canción. A mí me gusta mucho hacer gorritos, ¿verdad? Que tienen un piquito para que los niños se disfracen y sean los pajaritos cuando están cantando. Hay tantas cosas que podemos hacer con los niños en el hogar. Padres, tomen la oportunidad de cantar con ellos en la casa para que ellos tengan un amor hacia la música y puedan a la vez aprender un vocabulario académico, cómo utilizar las manos, cómo participar, cómo quitarse de ser niños tímidos, ¿verdad? Que no quieren hablar. La música nos abre, no nomás la boca, nos abre el cerebro y nos abre el corazón. So, ahí puso el señor Lucero algunos movimientos que pueden usar ustedes en los salones o en el hogar. Y también hay dibujos que se pueden encontrar en el enlace que pueden imprimir y
No
usar
están ahí.
ustedes.
No
Tenemos
puse
otros
enlace.
también ahí en otras canciones, o, por ejemplo, en la Feria de San Juan, tenemos todos los instrumentos que pueden ustedes bajar, imprimir y poner en cartelones para que los niños escojan los diferentes instrumentos que van a usar. Pajarito Canta Tú es una canción muy movida y es un buen modo de que los niños se muevan, sean, tengan esa oportunidad de brincar, de cantar, de silbar y que ellos puedan más para allá agregar más verbos a la canción. So as the children learn the song, they can also include other verbs that they are learning to add to this. And if I had older children in my classroom, maybe second or third graders, I might actually have them make a book with this particular song where the verses are written on the bottom and they've drawn a picture of a child singing or whistling or jumping or shouting or whatever verbs they come up with. It would be a great addition to your classroom library.
It's time to sing the song.
Oh,
We're almost
dice
out of
que
time.
ya, porque hay que cantar.
Yeah. Okay. And as soon as we're on live, I want you to tell me what this instrument is.
Ay, vamos a ver.
Well,
Ya.
Josh, go ahead and put us back on live.
He was gonna
Okay.
play this.
We'll study that instrument for a little bit. And if you figure out what it is, it has two names. It's not just one word. Okay. So this is an easy song. It's got two chords, so it's easy to sing, to play. Pajarito canta tú,
Vamos a volar
Pajarito,
rápido.
vuela tú, vuela tú, pajarito, vuela tú, vuela para mí. Pajarito, vuela tú, vuela tú, vuela tú, pajarito, vuela tú, vuela para mí.
Ahí ya se cansaron las alas.
Que come, tienes hambre. Pajarito, come tú, come tú, come tú, pajarito, come para mí. Bebe. Pajarito, bebe tú, bebe tú, bebe tú, pajarito, bebe para mí.
No margaritas, okay, just bebe agua.
And Roberto said that the teachers used to say, you rile up the kids too much. You gotta calm them down. Okay.
Okay.
Pajarito, duerme tú, duerme tú, duerme tú. Pajarito, duerme tú, duerme para mí. Okay.
¿Ya se durmieron? No,
Ya.
ojalá y que no.
Okay. A ver, ¿quién supo cómo se llama esta?
Didn't know you were going to be on the spot today. Mientras si ustedes están pensando que
Okay,
cómo se llama
it's-
este instrumento,
It's
que vamos a ver.
it's question and answer time.
Ok. Mientras que estamos viendo este video y ustedes están participando, queremos preguntarles, porque yo sé que dentro de este grupo de 39 personas, hay muchas personas que ya han tenido música en sus hogares o en sus salones o que han ido a conferencias donde han participado, ¿verdad? Déjenos saber algunas de las ideas que están utilizando ustedes en esos escenarios para promover la música, la cultura, ¿verdad? Y la historia de nuestro hermoso idioma. So we know there are many teachers and parents out there and educators that are using music in their classrooms. And I see somebody said somebody said that was a Portuguese guitar. Chumante.
Well, yes and
maybe
no.
so. Yeah? Close.
The Portuguese were there, but they didn't bring that instrument
They
with them.
didn't bring that instrument. A ver quién sigue. Dice Spanish class. Song competitions. Yes, that's a great idea. Bueno, es su turno. Ask us your questions. We would love to
Nobody
hear
knows what it is?
your ideas. So nobody knew. Oh, the concert ukulele. Rubén, un aplauso.
Yeah, exactly.
Woohoo! Alabim, bomba. Rubén, ra. Woohoo! Ya supo, Rubén. Gracias,
Okay,
Rubén.
my closing comments are, all of you, bring music into your classrooms every single day. And no, it doesn't matter if you're preschool or your university. Bring it in. The older the students are, the more opportunities you have because now they can start performing the songs. Even in elementary school, you can start a coro de niños and sing the songs and act the songs out and do little plays about the songs. I did that with a couple of songs with my special day class. So
Thank you
do
so
whatever
much.
you can to
Beautiful. Thank you,
keep this
Charlene.
music alive.
All right. Well, if anybody has a comment or a question or wants to give us a
Yeah.
suggestion to share with our colleagues, now's the time. Open your mic and we will definitely love to hear from you.
You got 3
We've
minutes.
got a few minutes, so let's go. Who would like to?
I want to say something. I'm Charlene.
Okay, hi, Charlene.
It was really beautiful. I really wanted, last night we had our prom at my high school and nobody expected it to happen. We had it outside, but anyway, they played music in English all night. And all of a sudden, the last half hour, they started playing music in Spanish and all the kids started dancing. And because I teach English learners who were hanging around with me, they said, look, these are the kids who sometimes shun us and look how they're dancing now. But so as you were playing right now, it made me really think about how these kids, how schools can take away from kids what is who they are. And like you said in elementary school, so they all got out on the dance for the last half hour and they danced to music in Spanish. No one danced in the beginning. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much.
Charlene. It's like
Yeah.
when they put jalapenos in the cafeteria, all of a sudden everybody ate the food.
Yeah. That's like-
Exactly, you're right.
Channel music.
Yeah, I worked.
But I cried.
I worked with the Madera High School band and we decided to do Sabor a Mi with the marching band. Only
It
we had
was
to,
beautiful.
we had to change the song. We called it Dreams. Right?
Dreams.
Because we knew there was so many people, so many but all the Mexicanos in the audience, they knew exactly what we were doing.
They knew it.
And we got first place in Bakersfield with that song.
Any more questions? We have another minute or so. Jan, thank you for this opportunity. Joshua, thank you for your support. And Ms. Briseño, Evelyn, thank you for being our chat. What do they call czar? You're the chat czar today. Gracias por ayudarnos. Always a pleasure to see you, Annie, and so many of you educators out there, Aida, all of our CABE familia. Gracias. Looks like we have a comment from Kim.
I had one question that I want to put out there to you, if you don't mind. So, as you know, you've just shared this beautiful music with us. What role do you see as classroom teachers that music really should have, whether it's in summer instruction or getting back into the fall or even end of the year now? Like, any recommendations? Should we sing every day? Should we, like, what would be 2 or 3 things that people could go away with that they could put into their classrooms even tomorrow?
Absolutely. All right, we're going to let you answer first. Anybody out there?
I can answer again.
Yes,
I had my students, we tried to define love, whether it's love for mother, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then they had to find a song that defined love for them. And they played the song, and then they wrote an essay citing song evidence rather than text evidence. So like El Invidioso for the Los Dos Carnales.
Oh, yeah.
This kid said, love to me is loyalty. And I don't have loyalty in my family, but when I have my own family, I'm going to build loyalty. So that's a really great classroom activity, a good way to end the school year. Because you're trying to promote love behind a screen.
Especially right now when we can't reach across the screen, but our voices can reach across the screen. They can touch hearts when we can't touch our students. You know, what a better way to do that, to share your voice and your love for music, for your passion for history and our culture that's so important. Come on, everybody, one more chance. Anybody else?
Hola. Good afternoon. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you. What's your name?
I'm Unessi, and I am part of the Imperial Country Valley. And on my school, when we were in 2nd grade, we had this teacher, and I am part of the bilingual education, and she was a Spanish teacher. And what she did is before in the morning or before going out to our parents, she used to play De Colores. We used to have a bunch of songs. We had this book with all the songs, and it was like our favorite part of the class, just singing the songs and like laughing about how we were singing it. And after hearing you guys sing De Colores, it was just bringing back all those memories.
Oh, that's awesome.
We did.
Thank you for sharing. Go ahead.
And I think that's a really good activity to do, because we all love that activity, to just be singing it, laughing, sharing. And it was a great way in Spanish and in English.
Awesome. I am so happy that you mentioned the flood of memories, because no matter where you are in the world and where you are physically, mentally, spiritually, when you hear a song that has touched your heart, it transports us back to that special place, that safe place. So that's another thing right now during the pandemic, during all of these moments in our history where there's so much anger and so much hate and distrust. This is the time we need to use music as a way of healing our hearts and healing our students and healing our families and healing our classrooms so that we can start fresh. Thank you, sweetie. We really appreciate that comment. That was beautiful. If your mommy's in there, tell her, good job, Mom.
Muchas gracias, Yolanda. And Mr.
Nada, mi amor.
I have a question. If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Yes. Well, I'm the principal of a school in Lima, Peru, and I want to ask you, how can I help a teacher that likes to sing, but she has not a good intonation?
Introduce her to YouTube, or tell her she can record.
I can help her in some way, in your experience.
I have a 14-year-old boy whose mother bought him an accordion when he was 11 years old. And he has taught himself how to play that accordion in using conjunto music
Yeah.
when he's from 11 on. And now he's playing like a professional.
Oh,
He's
right.
playing better
Oh, wow.
than 30, 40-year-olds. Anybody that puts their mind can do it. If you can't sing, you just play a record or a CD or an MP3 and just try and sing along, let the kids sing along. If you play an instrument, play it. If you can put in music every hour of the day, just have a big variety of songs.
And I going back to your comment about your teacher that has a little bit of a pitch problem, or maybe her voice is not as beautiful as it could be.
Yes.
You know, the thing is that we
It's
don't
just-
ever want to stop somebody from singing, because once a person starts singing and the children sing with them, you don't even hear the teacher anymore. You hear the voices. And the thing is not to put a stopper on her passion for music, but encourage her to wear maybe earphones so that she can hear herself and help herself hear that pitch. Because some people are tone deaf. They have a difficult
No,
time being
very-
able to hear.
Very few
very-
people are
Or
actually tone
tone
deaf.
deaf, but sometimes they
Only a
just
few
can't
are.
sing. Yeah.
Almost everybody can teach themselves to sing
Yeah.
on tune.
But yeah, singing with a little headphone on will help her as well. Thank you and welcome from Peru. Parece que dice-
Yoli and Stanley, there's another really interesting question that kind of follows up with Eliana's question from Peru. Muchas gracias y bienvenida. Thank you so much for being with us. One
Gracias.
question was, is
Gracias.
there a key that's easier to sing with children? Like anything you'd recommend? What key would you recommend? What's the best key to sing in with kids?
I found that it doesn't matter what key I sing in. There's always some of the kids in the classroom that can sing in that key, and there's other kids that can't sing in that key. Everybody's voice is different.
It's a
So
good question.
there is not one key that is good, that's universal. There's no one key fits all, one size fits all.
Well, the reason I'm asking that is because we have a music teacher and she's so high pitched that I can't even sing with her.
Oh, yes.
And
that
I see the
happens.
kids and it's very difficult because she's like really high. And so I'm
Yeah.
going, and she
Yeah.
said, it's the best key for the kids. And I'm going, I don't know, because
Uh,
every time I hear music for children, I don't hear that key. I hear a lot lower key than that.
Yeah,
And so,
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
so I just wanted to maybe so that I can say, well, you know what, I was in a workshop and a musician
when-
told me this. And so
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I play Sabor a Mi with different singers, I find that I have to change keys because everybody sings in a different place. And if I tried to make everybody play in one key, only one person would sound good and the rest would all sound awful. But if I switch to another key, that other person sounds awful, sounds
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah.
everybody else sounds awful. So just
Yeah.
what I
Just
do,
experiment.
sometimes is I just switch keys and sing the song in 3 or 4 different keys.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
The thing is, we want to keep encouraging children to sing and people too. I taught choir at church. I do the choir there, and there are people that want to sing and they have a passion for singing. But I always tell them, if you could sit further back and just mouth the words if you don't know it.
Just sing.
Don't stop them. Don't stop them.
Yeah.
Keep singing, but just sing softer.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that high-pitched teacher, that's your music teacher, she's probably a first soprano, and it's hard for children to sing that high. Stan's a tenor. He was a tenor when we first married, and I could not sing. Even though I'm a soprano, I couldn't sing with him because he was a higher pitch than I was. So I had to find a lower register in order to be able to sing with him. So where there's a will to sing, where there's a will for music, there is a way. That is the way.
Yoli, does that mean you're a bass now?
Yes, I'm a bass now.
Yeah.
Hey,
For
Delma.
like De Colores, probably on YouTube 40 or 50 times, you pick one that sounds best with your classroom, with your students.
Yeah. You know, we could go on and on and on. We're gonna have to do this
Thank
again for sure. I know that we've even gone over our time. So thanks everybody for staying with us. What a delightful afternoon. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much, Yolanda.
Thank
so
you
much,
all.
Stanley.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you.
I
Pablo.
just really want to encourage you. There are resources online. They have given them freely and openly to our community. Go to them, share them, bring them out. I have a song every day. Yanesi, I love what you said, singing every day, having it part of your welcome, your in between, you're leaving. And I loved, Stanley, Yolanda, how you showed all those different versions of de colores. Like I had never thought of it that way. And I just thought that was really intriguing, and the history behind each one and everything. So just thank you so much for that. So if we were all together, we would be giving you a gran aplauso. So thank you so much from behalf of CABE. CABE Familia, gracias. Thank you for being with us. I again want to thank Joshua Jauregui, Evelyn Briseño, Aida Madison, and Lori Nasrallah Miles, who did a lot of work behind the scenes for today. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. And I just want to thank you all for being CABE members. Don't forget, we have one more of these on June the 2nd. We'll be welcoming Dr. Annie Jung, who's going to be talking to us about Vietnamese programs. She'll be doing it in English with some Vietnamese thrown in as well. Maybe we'll get her to sing too. You never know. Okay. But if you want to learn about them and how to, even think about bringing Vietnamese into your school or tapping into your community, it's a great one to enter into with us as well. I want to remind you all as CABE members too, that our election started for the CABE Board of Directors. You should have gotten your election ballot, and you're all members because you're all here today. You should have gotten it in your email on Monday. If you didn't get it, look in your spam, look in your clutter, call us or contact us at CABE if you still haven't received it. Voting ends on Friday, June the 4th. So we want to ask you to do that. And just keep the spirit of bilingualism, biliteracy alive through music, through art. This is the time that we need to bring it out more than ever. This is the time we need to really be speaking out for our kids and encouraging and growing our bilingual biliteracy programs. And no other better way to do that than through music and the arts, as well as all the great things we do through our academics as well. Keep coming to CABE. We have so many different events, our Dual Language Immersion Institute, our Shadowing Institute. There'll be more things happening this summer and in the fall. Be safe, everybody. Yoli and Stan, thanks so much again for being with us. Muchas gracias. Do we have one more song we can go out on? Can I put you on the spot? One more song we can go out on, Stanley?
Sure.
Let's sing
do
our
La
way.
Bamba, Mexican style.
Mexican style bamba. Ready to sing the bamba?
This
Here we
is the
go.
traditional style.
Let's get our hands together.
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, posible y arriba, 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 arriba. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Para subir al cielo, se necesita una escalera grande y otra chiquita, y arriba y arriba, arriba y arriba y arriba, y yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. ¡Ahí vamos! ¡Adiós! ¡Adiós! Te pido de cobre, que se acabe la bamba, por otro sol, ahí arriba y arriba, arriba, arriba y arriba, y yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Thank you all, thank you.
Bravo. Thank you
Gracias.
all. Okay,
nada,
we'll see you all
adiós,
soon.
amor.
Be safe, be well. Muchas gracias a todos. Thank you.
Keep wearing your mask, I don't care what they say.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for attending today.
Thank you.
Hey, one more group photo, whoever's still here, smile. Got it. Great job. Muchas gracias. Thank you,
Adiós.
Gabi.
Great job, Yolanda,
Thank you.
Stanley.
Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, folks. That was great. Thank you so much.
So
Bye,
much.
Yanisi. Bye-bye, bye, Yanisi. Bye-bye, Irma.
Hi, Anisi. It's nice seeing you.
Gracias. Cuídense.
Adiós, Irma.
Adiós.
Gracias por venir.
Oh, hello.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Rubén, that voice, I tell you.
El locutor.
El locutor, yeah.
Gracias, everybody. Thank you so much.
Estela, adiós. Gracias, Dani.